Hey everybody, I'm Sam.
I'm Adam.
And I'm Will, and we are
Working Title! Control you with the Mind Stone.
Erase.
Guys, we are back with another episode of Loki, Disney Plus series.
Woo!
What is it called?
The Nexus event.
Don't read the synopsis.
I gotcha.
I get in trouble. Last on, Sylvia?
Sylvie.
Oh boy. Sylvie and Loki were on Lamentis. They're talking about their history, their sexual orientation, past experiences of what's similar, what's not similar, Freya, commonalities, maybe. And they try to escape the planet before its demise, and it's not looking good.
They failed.
Yes.
So far.
The thing literally got hit by a meteor. What did he call it?
It was a moon. There was a moon and a planet.
What
they kept calling
qualifies
it
as a meteor or a meteorite?
anything falling from space to a planet.
I don't know. Then what's the difference?
And it's a rock.
What's the difference between a meteor and an asteroid? Then?
Or that Red Bull guy who jumped off the little
Oh,
satellite.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Is he a
count as
meteor?
meteor?
No,
Yeah.
I think he's just a falling human.
Meteorite? Fallen angel. Is
Nah.
Lucifer a
Nephilim.
meteorite?
The Nephilim.
Do they exist?
What?
That's my favorite thing to bring
I'm
up.
not-
The Nephilim.
Also, has it always been green and blue for Loki?
No! Ah!
Green and yellow.
Yellow! Ah! Ah!
Rick!
Ah! And we're back to normal.
What was that ripping noise?
It's just the
Yes.
plastic of the that too. Yeah. Anyways, guys, if you like this video, leave a like, hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you know when we drop more Loki and Marvel stuff. Comment down below what you thought about the video, what you think about our reactions, and we have a Patreon. If you guys want to support the channel, see episodes a week in advance of non-line TV. The link's in the description.
Check it out, check it out. And this is not Market Substitute. If you like Loki and Disney Plus shows, make sure you go check it out on the Disney platform itself, and then you can come back and watch Working Title Reacts right here. We're gonna punch it.
Blah! Ha! It was really funny how disappointed she was. She was just like, whatever, like, F it, I don't even care anymore.
Time for some drinks.
I was just about to say she's going right to a bar.
That's like such a me attitude thing. Like,
Yes.
whatever, I don't even care anymore. Just let
Drink
me-
myself to
Die.
death. Ireland.
Loving the start already.
New Zealand.
Asgard.
Scandinavia.
Asgard.
The Valkyrie flies over, defeats the dragon, and saves Asgard.
There's our variant. I hereby arrest
This
you
is
for
her
crimes
as a
against
kid.
the sacred timeline.
Oh, Sylvie.
Reset it.
That early?
Oh, so they did.
That early?
Well, still, she managed to live long enough
Yes.
to be a kid.
They did attempt.
Is that supposed to be the judge lady? The cop?
Maybe. Yeah, it is her.
Right here.
Oh, you're right. The judge.
What?
Let's go.
Your failures come back to haunt you, lady.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, wait a minute. She about to go meet, like, the timekeepers or something? Oh!
You think?
She's scared shitless.
She's walking into a foggy room. If
Yeah.
this isn't where the timekeepers are at, I don't know where they would be.
And we're not gonna see it. Okay.
Whoa!
It's like Galactus.
Alright, they're real. So far.
Do you recall that actress, the little girl? She, 100% she's in something we've all seen and I can't place it. It's gonna annoy me forever.
Look, when we found her, she kept saying, it's real, over and over. I need to find out what that meant and what else she saw.
The soldier that got kidnapped.
Protocol, but she could have information.
She's dead. Oh, yes. She enchanted C20. Scrambled her mind.
So they put her down?
But by the time she got in here, she could barely speak. The decline was steeper after that.
You trust any of that?
Nah,
I don't either.
that's BS. They put her down.
Mhm.
Or she's locked up somewhere.
So isn't the timeline all completely screwed up right now?
I mean, who knows? They're probably trying to fix it as we speak.
Why isn't there, like, people running and papers flying all over the place?
I mean, they were
They're
right
running
outside, like, the
running here.
timekeeper's office, so.
until eventually I figured out where to hide.
So where did you hide?
So that's where I grew up. The ends of 1,000 worlds.
Wow.
1,000 worlds.
Now, that's where I'll die.
Is she referring to death? The end of 1,000 worlds?
No,
she
each
just
and every apocalypse.
that she
Okay.
has.
It's incredible she was able to survive so long being in the end times all the time. What happens if the battery thing stops
Oh yeah,
working?
that's true. Whoa. Oh my gosh.
Beautiful!
That's crazy.
That's insane. Like, what would you even do? You know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna do? You just sit there and watch. That's kind of beautiful.
But you nearly took down the organization that claims to govern the order of time. You did it on your own. You had rings around it. You're amazing.
But the job's not done yet. Now make out and let's get going.
You know.
Okay, so they're gonna be the ones to save him.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
You're dead.
What could you do?
You just die. That's it.
Guess I'll die then.
You ever seen a branch like that?
Whoa.
Okay.
So what's happening?
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
They're creating a new timeline.
Is it essential that these two survive? And without
Yes.
them, the world ends?
Go. Oh.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe they are in fact crucial
Yeah.
to the sacred timeline.
Yeah.
If it even exists.
Right.
It's all lies.
The TVA is lying to you.
Put him in.
Throw him in the hole.
Asgard.
Freya. Or Frey, whatever.
Mm.
Oh, Lady
Sif.
Sif.
I hope you know you deserve to be alone, and you always will be.
All right.
Yeah, really bad.
Yikes.
Whatever happened to Lady Sif?
I don't know.
I was heard she was killed off in one of the TV shows.
Probably Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. then.
Yes.
A
Yeah.
glass of wine.
You.
Oh, it's
Oh,
on
it's just on
repeat.
repeat.
Yep. Can he not do anything? Like he knows what's gonna happen,
Like make a decoy to get.
or just
in the nuts.
walk away from her.
You.
Maybe it's that how
He's
this
trapped in a
thi-
Sharingan. That's what it is.
how this works is he has to do only what he
You
did
get this.
in
You
that
deserve to be
memory.
alone.
And I was Ruby. All right, I get it. Listen, you are a reconstruction of a past event created by the organization that controls all of time.
He sounds like a tinfoil hat wearing motherfucker.
Yes,
right?
yeah.
I'm like, listen, this is what's happening, guys. The government.
Yep.
Pathetic.
I wonder how long before your balls would rupture from that.
I think I can get there faster if I work them both together. Remember, you said we have a part to play. This is the part I play well.
Absolutely not.
Sketchy.
It's dangerous.
Come on, Ron. This is what I do.
And this is what I do.
Fail. You
Nobody
literally
speaks of
failed.
Barbarian.
I mean, there's a mastermind here. I don't think it's Loki.
Good. And he should be the easiest to break.
Oh, it hit me.
If you're Loki,
The little girl
you'll
is
cause
Rick
that
Grimes' daughter in The Walking Dead.
watching.
Knew it.
Okay.
I knew her face somewhere.
That would be my mom.
Little ass kicker.
Little ass kicker, little Judah.
You know, we brought in a Kree, Titans, vampires. Why is it the two orphan demigods?
Titans.
I heard that too.
You're probably talking about Greek
The
god
other-
titans, not AOT.
Thanos's? No. Oh, I was just thinking of Thanos.
So the TVA's lying to me. Why?
Just do my job.
She was also manipulated by the female Loki, so she might know some shit.
What?
We even wondered that too. When she got touched, we were wondering because she had a weird look about her, as if she had seen into something.
I thought it'd be funny. And it's not. I crave attention. I'm a narcissist.
She's talking to punch me in the
I
face.
suppose it.
You are alone.
Go.
And you always will be.
Didn't get punched. That was a surprise.
And now he has to do that over and over again.
Has to grovel.
Oh, nope.
Me? Working for her, please.
Okay, so if you're not working for the variant, what is it? Your partner?
She's difficult and irritating, and she tries to hit me all the time.
Sounds like a
No. Not
5-year-old
promise, though.
relationship.
Why don't you just tell me what caused the Nexus event on Lamentis?
Let me say this again. I'm not going to tell you, just so you can turn around immediately afterwards and prune me.
I guess we've reached
So
the
what
dead
happened?
end.
Okay, it's over.
You're gonna miss
When?
this little-
When they were on Lamentis, they created a Nexus event, creating a new timeline. How did they do that, or who did that, or what did that?
Another
Give
Loki.
my regards to
A third one.
Lady
Yeah.
Sif. Well, we saved you the trouble there. She's already been pruned. So assume I do set you free. Is that how
Hang on, wait, what did you just say?
What? She's gone. Yeah. Not before she took out 2 of ours. Looks like you're the superior Loki. I would have bet on her, but that's what makes a horse race.
Good riddance.
He's upset.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably like the first person he's related to. Like, actually, ever.
So funny.
She didn't really die.
I mean, yeah, he's just playing her.
Like her. And you've already told me about 50 lies in the past 10 minutes.
I'm not lying this time.
I'm supposed to
I'm
believe
not
your
lying. I'm
terrorized
telling you the
girlfriend.
truth. She's not my girlfriend.
Whatever you want to call her.
She's not my girlfriend, man.
Some demented crush on
You're
her.
all variants. Everyone who works at the TVA.
Should have started with that.
Timekeepers didn't create you, they kidnapped you from the timeline. So before this, you had a past. Maybe you had a family. A life.
So you need her to go and touch all the variants that we care about and let them have their memories back. Figure out who Owen Wilson
That's
was.
why the guard is acting kind of weird right now.
Mm-hmm. Because remember that we went to that like restaurant or whatever, that was a
Yeah,
memory of
and
hers.
she got touched.
Oh, maybe that's what's happening to the cop lady.
That's what he was just
That's
saying.
what I
Oh, I
said.
thought you were talking about the
You guys
girl
are talking
from...
about two different
I
characters.
thought you were talking about the girl from last episode.
You know, all the liars in this place, and there are a great many. You're the biggest.
Why? Because I lied about your girlfriend?
Oh no, that I can respect. I mean the lies you tell yourself.
True.
That's deep.
Come on, Mobius. You gotta realize the jig is up around here, man. She
Her,
knows.
That's what I'm talking
She
about.
knows.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, her, and I was also talking about the girl that we went to.
The girl who they said they whacked,
Yeah,
Yeah,
yep,
the original.
exactly.
a C-20.
Yep.
The original girl.
She's very concerned about her.
Where are we going? I'm for it. Let's figure this out. Oh, yep. Okay.
Hello. Oh, I don't know. Come with me.
Let's figure stuff out.
Dude, what the heck?
Mobius,
I don't like this creepy music.
you okay?
Yep, I'm good.
She has her top button down too. She's gonna seduct him.
Oh, stop.
I'm telling you.
Seduce.
Sadukied.
Is that not a word?
It's seduce.
Seduct. Surely you can seduct someone.
Where would it be?
She's seducting me. It's like seducing and abducting. That's just creepy, damn.
They want to personally oversee the variant's pruning, and they want you there too.
Pruning?
They're gonna
That-
get rid of him too.
That
When I saw her, I mean, a little freaked, but fine.
Well, she quickly wasn't fine.
Okay.
Lies.
Yeah.
Lies, man.
You've been spending too much time with Loki's.
I've definitely been spending too much time with Loki's.
What we do here matters.
Turns out he's a Loki.
That'd be so funny.
Fighting for the fate of the sacred timeline, we're also fighting for this. For us.
They're all just
What?
Loki
Happens
variants.
all the time.
Could you imagine?
Friendship like ours is uncommon.
She's playing with you, bro.
What are you going to do with that trophy? Where's
Oh,
that going to go?
you're right.
Across your skull! Damn it. Ooh, ooh, oh, snap!
Oh!
Let's go, Owen.
When you were in my head, I saw something.
You're right.
What did you do to me?
Her past.
I showed you a light before the TVA. That's a trick, it's a deception. I can't create memories. I can only use what's already there.
And you know it to be true, it's why you brought her here. So who is the master manipulator?
The timekeepers.
Whoa. Tell me your past.
She's gonna be an inside man.
Yeah.
Let's go! She have a family.
Yeah, she was like a mother or something.
I look happy.
Oh.
That's so fucked, man. Fuck the timekeepers.
Yeah.
What now?
We go back.
We do it to everyone, as many as you can.
We destroy the timekeepers.
Start at the librarian. That person's very upset.
They're so
I
sad.
won't check out books to you.
This is the one secret hiding spot he knew.
I know. I was about to say that.
I'm telling you,
There's no
one does
cameras.
anything here. You can't rent the books.
You care about this variant?
Sylvie, I'm not sure if care is the right word. I think we've covered this back in.
Shut up! You really think you deserve to be alone? Loki!
You told me to shut up.
Do you really believe you deserve to be alone? Do you swear she didn't implant those memories in Hunter C-20?
Oh yes, no, I believe her. So I just have to trust the word of two Lokis.
Yep, that's all you gotta do, my friend. That's all you gotta do.
How about the word of a friend?
Even better.
We got 4 on our side.
Right.
Don't you different.
Look at him, he's happy. We got the gang together.
And they're now fucked.
You know where I go if I could go anywhere.
Right.
Wherever it is I'm really from.
Right.
Yeah.
just-
Wherever I had a light before the TVA came along.
Maybe that's why he's so.
Jet skis?
Maybe that's where he was actually from.
That's what I'd like to do. Just riding on my jet ski.
Yeah.
Not really, right?
No, that's dead. That's done. They just did him in. Like,
Oh!
well, so much for having a teammate.
Oh!
That's
We're gonna be
fucked.
at the elevator.
Down. Yeah, we got 3 now. We got 3 on our side.
Oh.
I'm surprised they didn't do him in either. Right now.
Probably
Remember,
the
the
timekeepers
timekeepers
apparently want him.
Because he did something. Damn it.
Him and Sylvie did something with that stupid Nexus event.
Who do you think the timekeepers are?
I mean, they're 3 like
Lizards.
wizard people.
They're lizards?
I love
don't know,
saying
They
that.
looked like lizards.
Lizard wizards. What's up, bitch?
We're all going up the elevator,
Yeah,
boys.
yeah.
What was my Nexus event? Why did you bring me in? It was enough to take my life from me, lead to all of this. Must have been important. I don't remember.
What a piece of shit, man.
It's the episode's gonna end right here. We're not gonna see shit. Oh, but there's guards there already. Whoa!
Gracious timekeepers.
After all your struggle, at last you arrive before us. What do you want to say for yourself? You have to
Oh no, I don't think you believe that. No, I'm not done with you yet.
Yeah!
Let's go.
Oh, yes!
We're strong.
She got a sword. Yes! Oh, no.
She's gonna take it!
Oh, no.
Ah!
No, don't prune her.
Put him down. Put him down.
Use your-
Oh my
use your
gosh.
stuff, whatever you got. Oh, do they not have magic here? We don't do that. Stab him!
Stick it with the pointy end.
Hit some of these people.
Oh!
Put her down specifically.
Yeah.
Did they get our cop lady?
I don't know.
She was down over there.
Oh, she's still on the ground over there. Come on, Loki, take these 2 like random Joes out.
He's used to daggers, not a sword.
Oh! Or magic in general.
Yeah?
Robot damn actions. They look like mannequins.
Wait, they're laughing.
No, it's robotic.
Yeah.
They're not real. That was good. They did look like animatronics.
It's a fucking Wizard of Oz, man.
Yeah.
It really is. Always someone behind it.
Then who created the TVA? We will figure this out.
How do you know that?
This is new for me.
I don't know how I feel about this.
It's an. Oh no! I saw some shit like that coming though. You should have killed her. No.
You're gonna tell me everything.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Oh, he's not dead. What the fuck? Where is he?
Yeah.
This is hell.
It's blue and green.
Am I dead?
Not yet,
Odin?
but you will be unless
No.
you come with us.
What?
It's the Lokis.
Oh
Hey.
yeah. That kid was holding an alligator. Did you see that?
Can we? I want to look at them again.
Right now?
Yeah, sure.
That kid was holding an alligator. He's holding an alligator with,
with the
Loki.
horns. Is that
What?
Loki too? Wow.
Wait, is that Christopher Walken on the right?
No, but
No.
that's the guy from Game of Thrones, actually.
Who?
Oh,
The theater guy from Bravos.
Oh, never mind.
Oh,
I don't
you're
know,
right,
I
that
don't know who
is
you're talking
him.
about.
And from Downton Abbey, too. I don't recognize these two.
Yeah.
The Viking on the left and the young kid. I mean, they're all Lokis.
Mm-hmm.
Where
Wow.
are
Okay. In the end of the world. Oh, is that the Avengers building?
Yeah.
Is this New
Yeah.
York?
Well, I mean, he got erased though. That's like, what happens when you go to this erased world? Whatever. I
The
don't
world
know.
of forgotten Lokis.
Mhm.
Forgotten toys. Alright, cool. That was episode 4. What was it called?
The Nexus event.
Fine.
The Nexus event. I guess quick hot take before that we dive in. It was. I thought it was going to be a slow episode. How it was going ended up being a really freaking exciting episode overall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of really cool stuff that they gave us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that was probably my favorite one.
Same,
so
me
far.
too.
There's a lot of cool stuff in it. Yeah, what was the beginning?
Them basically falling in love and them realizing that a Nexus event was happening.
Well, they didn't. The TVA was watching. They're trying to figure out where they were hiding because they didn't know where they went after they went to Lamentus.
Okay.
And
They realized a Nexus event
they
was
realized,
happening.
yeah, they realized the Nexus event was happening. They're like, "Have you ever seen one happen this fast?" Because it
Yeah.
wasn't like a slope up. It was like
going
a
straight
straight
up.
up to a brand new timeline. So whatever they did or were doing, I don't know if it was just the power of them being together caused a Nexus event.
Yeah, I don't know. It's that little chart's interesting too. It has like the orange line, or it has like its
The
name.
red lines on the
timeline.
top and bottom,
Yeah,
and
the,
then the
the
main
red on the
timeline.
top. I was wondering what the red lines indicate. Like, is that how far you have to go before it branches and creates
Yeah.
a new verse?
Yeah.
That's why every time they went to a different timeline, they said we have to get out of here because we're gonna create a new timeline.
So maybe like the divvies are like the safe space. If it goes off, it's still possible to come back. But once you go past that,
Well, they have
Oh.
they have their reset.
Yeah.
The grenades that
to
they reset. You have
draw
to
the
flip.
line back.
Yeah.
Do we know if it crossed the red line?
No.
They stopped it by going in.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
stopped it by going in and grabbing them.
Huh. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Well, I guess, is it as complicated or is it as simple as the fact that they would be living and probably go do something?
Probably.
Well, I mean, they were about to die, so that's
Yeah.
why it doesn't make... Like, literally, the wave of everything was coming to
Yeah,
them.
to kill them.
Unless the two Lokis surviving is supposed to
To
happen.
happen.
So, like, anytime
Exactly.
they die, it creates a huge Nexus event.
So
Oh, every time they die?
Well, every time if Loki and Sylvie die...
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like every time they've died, it created a Nexus event.
No, I'm
No,
just saying,
those two
if those
specifically.
two specifically die, then it isn't the sacred timeline
Ah.
anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing.
This
I mean, I
kind
don't
of
know.
reinforces my idea of maybe it's like Loki's in charge of this all along. In the if
A Loki or R Loki?
That What if them both? I was starting to think that when they slaughtered the Timekeeper.
Well, I say that because
they created this.
Just off our idea of this timeline, the sacred timeline not really being the sacred timeline, just a timeline that whoever deems it worthy is calling it the sacred timeline. So if it's somebody who's deeming the sacred timeline important that Loki and Loki survive, there's nothing saying that it can't be our Loki and our Silva by the end of the show going back in time and saying that this timeline needs to be sacred, and ourselves need to survive and make this work.
Yeah, but do you think that they're how vehemently upset they are about this by like Sylvie's whole life being taken away from her? Do you think they would take over the TVA and then in the future, or they like ascend past time and they're like, all right, I'm gonna make sure that I fuck myself in the past?
Well,
like that just doesn't make sense to me.
Yes, only because they know what the outcome will be for them in the long run. Meaning, I've already had hardships. Let's just do this. I will F myself in the beginning, but in return, it'll make me the ruler of everything.
I don't know, just because they're literally ruining every single person's life. I just can't see. I'm not saying our Loki. Our Loki, I could see doing that, but Sylvie, who's made her whole life to screw these people over because of what they've taken from her. Her whole mission is, I'm gonna ruin these people because they took everything from me. And then she's also like getting people to help in. Like, oh girl, I'm gonna show you your past, and then I'm gonna help you. We're gonna fix everything so other people don't have to go through this. And then in the end, you just end up being the person to cause all the pain.
Sometimes that's how it goes. These time travel stories, they end up realizing
I
they're
disagree. But I think that's possible.
Sometimes they realize they're the ones who caused it all to begin with. But it makes what do you call it? A bootleg in time where you are the thing that set events to begin with, if that makes sense. It would be like if I was born and one of my parents died and I didn't know how they died, and then I go through all my life in grief, and then I go back in time and I end up being the one who killed my parents. I'm the one causing the grief.
Yeah. This is like some reverse flash.
Well, I'm just saying that's what I thought might be happening here, is like Loki is in fact going through all this stuff to set himself up for the big victory in the end. Sorry, the whole reason, digressing, the reason I brought it up to begin with was because they're so important that, like you said, they're deemed worthy that they have to be a part of this sacred timeline. And you would have assumed that the TVA would have known that by now, in my mind. Why do they not know that up until now?
Well, that's what I'm saying. If Loki, like, if we jump ahead and figure out the person that's actually behind it all is Loki himself, why would this all not be very clear? Why would it all be very confusing up until now? That's why I think that necessarily doesn't make sense. It might not also be. It could also not be the fact that they live or die. It could also be that maybe when they are together, something special happens. Like, you know what I mean? Like maybe sorry, cringe. But like, it maybe honestly, if they love each other, or they embrace each other, or they like accept each other, maybe they unlock some like new power that would be able to like that they ascend to the level of like whatever is controlling this TVA nonsense.
I was just thinking in that moment when he realized with the android, that's when he had the idea to create the TVA. Like, this is Loki realizing we are the ones creating this. That's what I thought.
Yeah, it's also just like the fact that a lot of this is just all
Loki Center.
Loki Center 1, but 2, everything is always deceptive, which is kind of Loki's thing. The TVA is deceptive of the TVA themselves. The Timekeepers are just a flaw in the system, or a fake shroud. I don't know. What's confusing is this now. So are we supposed to believe this is the Nexus, a new Nexus event? Like, this is a new timeline?
Well, we don't know what happens to people when they get like eviscerated,
killed. Yeah.
So who knows? Maybe they get sent to like
the upside down.
Maybe
it looks like.
Maybe it's like this junk realm that they make. Like every time they set off those grenades,
it goes here.
Like anything that they set off the grenade and it erases, it gets sent to this like dimension,
a Pangea timeline where everything is conglomerated.
Anything that's not supposed to be there gets sent to somewhere.
Yeah,
and
giant pile up of whatever.
But I mean, I guess that would make sense if like there's all these old buildings, there's all these Lokis that aren't the main Loki, so they get taken out. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. What happened next? So
He was interrogated, and he saw Lady Sif.
Yep, Lady Sif made a return. It's weird. You said she got killed off in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That's kind of
read
weird.
that.
Yeah, that makes sense because she wasn't in Ragnarok, was she?
No.
Because gosh, those guys got the dirty end of the stick. No one
None
liked
of
them
those.
because they got killed off immediately.
Yeah.
As soon as that movie started, Taika was like, no one cares about these characters. Let's just kill Lady Sif.
Kill.
Don't remember the guy with the mace, the dwarf, and the guy with the rapier.
Yeah. They all got taken out.
Rip. Yeah, they were kind of not really exciting characters, kind of boring, honestly, in my opinion. Like, even when Lady Sif returned, I was like, oh yeah, this was the Asgard, what we had back in the day.
Yeah. We skipped over seeing Sylvie's past. Just her.
Oh, shit, right,
Her
in
as a
Asgard.
kid in Asgard. And
Her being taken away as a child.
Yeah. And
That's
I mean,
so messed up.
Nothing. Yeah. Well, okay, so another thing that's weird about the whole thing, not to skip to the end of the episode, but she asked the boss lady, what was my Nexus event? And she's like, I don't even remember. Like, so, you know, A, like, screw you.
Right.
You know. But B, it's like, okay, so the kid lived long enough that it didn't cause a change to the timeline.
Yeah.
How does that make sense?
Or also the
It doesn't!
Also, she brought up a great point. It had to have been something so important that you would have been willing to literally ruin this timeline because of all the stuff that's going to happen. That's why it's like it seems like a predestined thing.
Yes.
They wanted it to happen.
Yeah.
They wanted to take the child for whatever reasons we don't know yet.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, maybe Loki told them, you got to go get this child because if this child isn't part of this story, then none of these events are going to go down how they're going to go down to whatever victory comes at the end of it. Like, it just doesn't make sense overall. Like, there has to be a destiny for her. Because, as they said, like, knowing the issues that you would be bringing by letting Sylvie survive, why didn't you just zap her right on the spot? Like the kid. Why not just end the variant right there? Well, I don't know. It's still just confusing. I don't even know how Sylvia. I don't know how Sylvia should be able to get away. Like, why can't they just jump back into the timeline and stop that from her getting away? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
To me.
It seems, well, I think it's the thing that's weird is that it's almost like all the stuff in TVA doesn't actually happen in time.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, which is it makes sense what I said. It doesn't make sense in like actual application of it. Like they can go to a place, be in there, leave, but they never were actually there. Mm-hmm. So it's not like Cap goes back in time and he like if Cap went to that fucking Renaissance fest, there just happened to be a stone there, and he walks over, like the TVA is never gonna be there because they always set off those grenades, like reset everything. So like they never show up to that. Like, they only pop up in Nexus events, so they never actually show up in time. And there's no concept of them going back to... Like, it doesn't seem like they can travel... Like, in the TVA world, it's all linear. There's no... It's not like they can go back in time in the TVA world. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, or at least we haven't seen them do that, because that would be the only reason I would think that they wouldn't go back and just stop Sylvie from grabbing the tablet, iPad, iPhone, and running away.
That's loopholes. Every answer I think I have would just create a loophole, because if things went down how they went and Sylvia goes back to the TVA with them and then she escapes, and then what I suggested, that girl, the judge, goes back a second time and instead of taking Sylvia with her, she zaps Sylvia on the spot in Asgard, then that erases... then it erases what the judge did.
Yeah. And that changes
Back to the Future time, and then it goes back to what it was, right? Right?
No.
I'm confused.
Okay, so, sorry, deep dive real quick. Sylvia is in Asgard.
Yes.
The judge is tasked with getting Sylvia.
Mm-hmm.
Take it back to TVA.
Got it.
She escapes.
Got it.
Judge is like, hey, I'm in the TVA. I can still go back to that time and tell my former self who's taken Sylvia, don't take her. Let's just zap her on the spot.
But now, what happens to her former self?
Exactly, is what I'm saying.
But they can't do that because they always erase that timeline from existence.
That's what you're.
That's why I was saying they put the grenade down. It erases it.
Horrible idea.
Because that's why the TVA never see the TVA anywhere, because if they go somewhere, it gets erased.
Okay, I forgot about the bombs that ruin everything about this
Yeah.
equation.
Also, with that scene of her escaping, nobody tried to stop Sylvie. I don't know if this is worth like really breaking down. Nobody tried to stop her at all. Even the judge. I don't know if you noticed, like Sylvie stomped on her foot, like hit her or something, then took the thingy, and she was just like and then looked up.
Because they're letting it happen how it's supposed
Right.
to be.
That's what's
They're
really
letting
confusing.
the
And
events-
also the that judge of that timeline was like, where's the next case? And she's like, it's right there. Like, why aren't you like looking at it?
Yeah. We also don't know what happens to people after that court case.
Yeah.
Because they just say that they get pruned, but I mean, we don't even know
What the pruning is.
What if the pruning
Terrifying
is? What if the
phrase.
pruning is really? What if there's two things that happens? They either decide the variant's useful and they can be a part of the TVA, or if they're not, they get sent to this place that all these random Lokis are at in the Avengers building.
I mean, it kind of happened with Loki.
Yeah.
He wasn't erased. He was. You're gonna help the TVA.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying is like.
Except his memory wasn't erased like
Well,
all
yeah.
the other people.
Maybe they take everybody else, mind wipe them, send them here, or they're like, nope, you're not going to be useful for us.
Is it because remember when Sylvie tried to go through his memories?
Well, no, he's just magic. He can't.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe that's the reason why they didn't erase his, because of his magic.
No, they didn't. They never even. No, the reason why they didn't erase his memories and didn't change him was because Mobius wanted a Loki to hunt a Loki. If he doesn't have his memories as Loki, then he's not going to be useful to like hunting Loki.
Okay.
Is that supposed to be a Mjolnir?
That's what I figured it was supposed to be Mjolnir. That's what I was wondering. If
no.
that's not supposed to be Is that supposed to be a Thor?
Is it
I think they're all
is it a
Thor.
wrench as the
I mean,
handle?
No, I think they're all Loki. Sorry, Loki with just the different. I don't know, different.
Alligator
differences.
Loki.
A world,
crocodile
a
Loki,
world
I mean,
where
sorry.
only animals exist as the people.
Nice. I
Yeah.
like it. I hope it talks.
Yeah.
It might.
Was it?
I expect
Who was
it,
talking?
actually.
Who was the one saying?
Then when it flashes, you just see this. So you don't know. Oh, it's probably.
Are we
gonna be
sure?
the crocodile.
I would think it's awesome if it's a crocodile.
Telekinesis, or does it open its mouth?
It opens its mouth.
Sure, it's not going to be like
nah,
The
it
Witcher.
opens its mouth.
The Witcher,
Nope.
where it just stares
Opens
at you.
its mouth.
I don't know about you. The only thing I don't really like about the show so far is just the taking the time to like psychoanalyze Loki as
yeah.
like I don't
Oh, I get
care.
what
It's
you- yeah.
like it's I want him to be a bad guy. I don't need to hear this redemptive these confessions that he has to make to.
He's a narcissist and he
Or just
he
downing
doesn't want to be
himself all
alone.
the time.
Yeah.
Like, goodness gracious,
I
he's
get
the
what you
main
mean.
character of the show. Let
Yeah.
him be a bad guy. Like, I personally, it's like, I don't know, it's so irritating to me.
Well,
I
if you
don't
really think about it, technically he's not. The show's called Loki, and we got 2 Lokis.
Yeah.
Technically
Yeah,
now
I
we
get
have
it.
6 Lokis.
I get it. I'm just saying, like...
7. You're not counting the crocodile.
True.
Sylvie, Loki, Crocodile, Kid.
Sam says
7.
he thinks the other guy is a Loki.
Yeah. I said 7.
Yeah.
I did... Fuck me, I said...
You
No, wait! I said 6, right?
I don't remember.
Go back in time! Ah!
Yeah.
Technically
yeah,
now
I
we
get
have
it.
6
I
Lokis.
get it. Regardless.
Whatever.
Regardless. I don't know. It just irritates me. I don't know why they need to like just let the bad guy be the person. Like if this was what's a good example? If this was Pirates of the Caribbean, I don't need to know why Jack Sparrow
Is a drunk and like a shitty person.
He's a pirate. He's the bad guy. We're not. We can sympathize or not sympathize. We can enjoy a bad guy being the protagonist. Breaking Bad, for Pete's sakes. I haven't watched the show, but like I can't believe that we're supposed to look up to the guy.
Yeah.
But you can enjoy the guy and his experiences. So it's like I don't know. That's irritating to me.
Well, I think it's more so of a buzzkill because it kills the pacing of the show.
Yeah.
Like the whole every time you went into that room, it was like funny for like literally 15 seconds, but then it went on for like 3 minutes.
The
And,
ball
like,
kicking joke.
Yeah, I was just like, I was like everything else was moving pretty quickly, and then it just goes there, and we're just gonna stop and have him have this.
This retrospective.
And
thing.
then Mobius comes in and is like, if no one ever told you can be whatever you want to be. It's like, yeah, just shut.
And they've done
shut
it every.
the fuck up.
That's the issue. They've done it every episode. I
Yes.
feel like it
Yeah.
becomes impactful if you save it for like one time event, and then it's like a shifting character. But they're making it like a moment in every episode, and it's just like, come on, just let them do Loki stuff.
We don't need to try and understand Loki. Like we've been there, done that.
Yeah. What do you guys think about the finale, though? The reveal that these animatronic timekeepers are just animatronics.
I said it first episode, Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably just smoke and mirrors for whoever's actually behind the scenes pulling the strings.
Like,
Whether it be like
think?
I mean, I have no idea. I don't even.
Same.
I can like.
I spitballed. It's the 2 Lokis.
Yeah. That's the only like option at this point, but that's to me that just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Or
No,
like
I know.
I can see the argument for it, but
Yeah.
I just don't think that it fits that well.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, I don't know unless it's like some random fucking Rocket Raccoon variant that just took over.
My question was like, do you think it's somebody we've seen in this show?
No. I mean, the only people we've seen that are of power, unless it's the dude that doesn't know what fish is. You know what I mean? How funny would it be if it's just some dope that's like working as a clerk in an office?
That's the trouble too. There's not really a lot of characters in the show.
Mm-hmm.
There's a very limited amount, so it's like you only have so many to pick from. If we're supposed to believe it might have been somebody we've seen, which in my opinion, whenever there's a mystery, I feel like it's a smarter choice to have had it placed earlier in the episodes with the people we already know and established, so there's a shock value later on, which is why the only idea is that it's Loki at this point, because it's not bloody Owen Wilson. It's not going to be the cop. It's not going to be the judge. We just met them. It's not going to be them.
But it's
The only
interesting
option is
because
Loki.
It's interesting because the judge does know more than everyone else.
Yeah.
For whatever
So it's
reason,
interesting.
we don't know.
Yeah, I don't get it. The only thing in my mind is just like they're all doing it to justify whatever the means is that leads to where it started. It's the only thing I can think of. I just feel like that's what good mysteries should do. Instead of be like, oh, here's the person in the finale episode who was in charge of everything. You didn't know that they were going to be a part of it to begin with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Why should I care?
Yeah.
Great episode, though. I did like it a lot. I'm very curious because I wanted to see these Lokis. I don't see the big monster looking Loki though.
The Hulk looking one. Maybe we'll see him running around. Maybe he'll be like jumping from building to building like uncontrollably later on.
Expensive CGI.
Yeah. Seems like they're trying to kind of blown the budget the last few episodes though. I mean that whole like asteroids falling. The beginning
Oh my gosh, the explosion at the very beginning.
I love that.
The impact and the planet crumbling before that. That was insane.
Have you seen 2012? I think we brought this up before.
No.
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
You should watch it. I think you'd like it. It's a great disaster film.
I don't like that main actor. What's his name?
Nah, don't worry
He's
about
the dude in the Raven.
Just watch it for the
literally,
fun.
I was gonna say, I'm like, you literally can ignore the characters in that movie.
Just watch it for the spectacle.
I wanted to bring up that goofy Loki reminds me of WandaVision when they dressed up as their Halloween selves.
Yeah, it does.
Maybe they're going for a theme. We didn't see it in Winter Soldier though.
That's what it is. Yeah. He is a Loki from the WandaVision show.
Okay, yeah.
One of the neighbors, and he did something wrong in the WandaVision show, and they said, no, the WandaVision show must go on. You're a variant.
Oh.
Boom. It's definitely not what it is. But
so then that's what the Winter Soldier should have looked like, and they're like, nope, that's wrong.
No, he looks...
Fur jacket.
Am I right? Is that a wrench? Is the handle a wrench?
I mean, that's what it looks like.
A giant wrench. But then it's like this awesome-ass hammer part.
That looks like so impractical, and I love it.
He looks so cool.
Yes, he does.
He's the coolest one. The guy in the middle looks like like straighter-haired like Spy Kids. What's the name of the guy? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
I know he talks
Junie from Spy Kids.
Yeah, but I was gonna say it looks like a child version of Podrick from Game of Thrones.
I don't see it.
I don't see what either of y'all talking about, but he definitely, to me, just looks like a mix of Sylvia and Loki. And
when you're talking about that guy, I thought you meant the priest in later seasons of
not
Game
the
of
High
Thrones.
Sparrow.
The High Sparrow.
He's the actor who doesn't like the lady who takes in Arya because he wants to be the big hot shot of the show. He plays Tywin in the play.
Yeah, in the play.
And pooping out his leg, whatever.
Okay. Wow, you remember that. Wow.
Actors, man. I like actors.
I was like, Sam always remembers like all these. I mean, he remembered the girl from the beginning from Walking Dead.
Walking Dead.
I haven't seen that.
I don't even think I've seen a
that's
season with the little ass kicker.
That's what I'm always great. I'm great with faces. I'm horrible with names. It's always been the case. I always apologize when people come up and they're like, "Hey, do you remember me? I remember your face. What's your name?" And I can't help it. It's just how I operate.
Says we're calling Sylvie Sylvia the whole episode.
Yeah.
And what was the other one?
Silva last episode?
No, I called
Sylvian.
well, first of all, seducted.
That's a completely different issue.
That was hilarious.
It's just, I have a Samisms is what they are.
Nice.
And the crocodile is Rocket's brother.
You know what? That's actually more likely than my scenario, because Rocket does come from a planet where animals were taken,
scientifically
given, what is it called? Bioengineering.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just like the principal from My Hero.
Yeah, that'd actually be cool, because maybe it'd be a tease, because I want them to explore that in Guardians 3, because we haven't done that yet with Rocket. Yeah.
The Warhammer dude makes me think of the Snyder Cut, the flashback scene where they're all fighting.
Flashback. You're talking about
when Darkseid first appears on Earth, and there's
the original men.
Yeah, the original men.
The original men. It was the the Atlanteans, the Amazonians, and then the original first men.
Yeah,
and that's what he is. He's the Game of Thrones first man.
Yeah, so sick.
Will, you crapping on Snyder Cut?
No, I checked out mentally from this episode.
Dude, I was so nervous because the episode ended and I see you looking at Sam and I was like, oh, he's got some kind of crazy reaction, and Sam is just...
No,
I was like, what happened? Did I miss something? Sam looks like he's not impressed by this episode. What happened?
No, I was just staring because it was like, great.
It's another Ahsoka!
I was just in disbelief for me. Like, I just look, he's not dead. I was kind of I was shocked.
Oh,
I was like, there has to be something.
I was starting to think they're going to another universe.
I was just thinking there had to have been something I missed.
Right.
Because they can't kill him off, sure, obviously.
I had said she didn't kill her.
And, like...
I didn't see the kill.
In my mind, I was like, this is... the Loki show. It doesn't have to be our Loki, but the thing we always say, but it's like, no. Yeah. Marvel's not going to do that. It'll kill off half the fan base right there on there.
Yeah. I knew that too. The one thing that kind of annoyed me was I knew when she didn't kill the girl, I was like, she's going to stand up and stab her.
That's right. Yeah.
I could have read that like a book.
Yeah, same.
I know it's Marvel. It's not like we're supposed to expect like crazy writing or anything
that's
like
the
that.
thing too. What I don't like in shows is...
when you can predict it?
No. When... you know a character is lying, but the acting is making it very obvious that they're lying to like the character, like Owen Wilson. It's very obvious the judge is giving a lie.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see what you mean.
Whereas maybe in because that never happens in real life. You don't be like, oh yeah, Adam, I did the dishes. I did the dishes, like no one does that. It's like, I did the dishes. What are you talking about? Make at least sell it to me, because come on, at this point we all know it's the Bloody Wizard of Oz that's running this shtick. It's like, come on, show.
I really loved the designs of the timekeepers. I don't know about you, especially the one that looked like Squidward a little bit. That had
the flaps.
Yes.
The flaps, the green sack.
The third one that they showed, I didn't understand a word it said.
No, I didn't understand anything they said the entire time.
It was very hard to understand what they were saying. Maybe that was the point. I don't know. They clearly could understand them. It's
when you go to a haunted house and they never fixed the animatronics after like 20 years.
I think that makes it scarier though when they do that.
Well, no, the thing that's always scary about haunted houses for me is the scent of the plastic that's just been sitting in those buildings forever. Whenever you go into a haunted house, there's a scent, and it's at all haunted houses. It's also at a Field of Scream kind of place. They all have the same thing. It's just that rubber that never gets treated. Probably just asbestos or something.
Because it's been sitting outside and never touched
but that's
or
the
ventilated. Yeah,
that's the creepy thing, because it just smells like decay and it fits with the scenario. Have you
Seductive.
been to a Field of Scream type of thing? Yeah, you have.
That's gonna definitely sell where we're at, by the way.
We traveled there. Long distance travel.
Someone's gonna be like, wait a minute, I live near Field of Scream.
We're in East Coast.
We got. Or what did you think of the timekeepers? I'm sorry.
Looked cool, but yeah, I literally, the first guy understood what he said.
Yeah, same.
Second guy, I was like,
okay.
And then based off Sylvie's response, I was like, okay, I kind of garnered what was being said. Third guy, I was like, well, okay, all right, whatever. Like, I feel like that's when there's moments like that. I mean, it could also just be like the sound system, but like moments like that where you're gonna have a character that speaks like, the death if you think that you can yes. It's like, what?
Yeah.
What are we talking about? Just throw up subtitles. Just throw it up. I mean, like, I literally wouldn't care. I wouldn't care if they spoke a different language and then it was
backwards.
Yeah. And everyone understood it in the room, and it doesn't make sense, but they threw up subtitles just so we could understand it.
I had to act like it was Chewbacca. I had to wait for Han's response so I knew what the part of the conversation was. I had to wait for Silva to freaking say something.
And I was a little confused on stuff that you guys were talking about earlier. You guys kept bringing up the predestined and why nobody was going back in time to kill either of them. Am I not...
Well, Will answered it for me. In a normal sci-fi scenario where you can do time travel, my idea would have worked. But what Will was saying is it's no longer a possibility because they leave behind a thing that nukes that world. So but there's no returning once you've done whatever you've done to that world.
You were saying they're predestined to do something, right?
Well, that's what he thinks.
I was theorizing that Loki himself, by the end of the show, will be able to have an opportunity to go back to the start of all the events and then be the one who's able to let all the events play out regardless of what it means for his past self, because he knows his future self will take the victory in the end. Basically, he's letting events happen as they're foretold so he can be the mastermind of all this.
I got that.
Okay.
I was just confused because you kept saying the whole predestined thing, and I'm thinking, like, weren't they just going to see the timekeepers and the timekeepers were going to kill them?
Theoretically, yeah, that's what was being said.
That's what I was so confused about what you were saying, because I thought they were going to be killed right then and there.
But what I'm arguing is that all of this is happening as it's happening. Like, the timekeepers are always meant to be revealed as fakes right here. The judge is always meant to zap our Loki in that moment. They don't know it's gonna. They don't know it's gonna happen exactly how it's gonna happen, but because Destiny works as Destiny does, things will happen as they are supposed to happen as long as you set up certain events to
it's just like through. It's basically the BS answer of, you know, Captain America going back in time and living back in time, but that doesn't change the future at all because it was always supposed to happen. Like, yeah, I don't know. I also think my only other dispute of that idea is just, and it's more so just going to be no of the other things that are coming up, like the Multiverse of Madness. I would assume that this show ends with the sacred timeline being destroyed.
Yeah.
Or at least, like, being pretty fucked up that more timelines get spun off.
That's what I was about. Or his theory that there's no one supreme timeline, there's multiple.
Oh yeah, I don't think there's one supreme timeline. Well, it's hard because I don't know how much this show works in cahoots with our MCU
our futures.
Like, I don't know how much the logic of this is what the MCU logic is going to follow through on. It's hard to know because I don't know how the writing teams work. I don't know who's telling
fact-checking and being like,
exactly,
hey, you can't do this because that's literally going to ruin everything in the MCU.
I don't know if there's a Filoni for Star Wars making sure all the Star Wars movies line up with one another and then the shows.
Isn't that like what essentially happened with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. though? I mean, I know they gave it to ABC, but it wasn't also like you guys are kind of like just going off the rails doing stuff that's not a part of the MCU, so, you know.
Well, that's kind of why I think like they end up offing Netflix
that's
too.
That's what I thought.
That's why they end up offing the Netflix series too, is because they just end up being so different from like. But then again, there's talks of it coming back, so maybe the multiverse thing. They can fix everything when there's a multiverse. It no longer matters. The alligators could have always been a part of this reality, and no one would have known.
I'm so excited for that.
Yeah.
Guys, if you enjoyed our reaction to Loki, make sure you leave a like, punch that subscription button, comment down below your theories and your reaction to our theories. Flick the notification bell, and we're going to punch it.
See you guys.
Bah!